All right. Well, we are joined here by Mark Salmon of Compass Real Estate. How are you doing tonight, Mark?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, as always.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we know you as a local expert who checks in with us often, so we appreciate your time. And I have a question for you about the vacation home rentals ordinance. I know recently it was a topic at one of the latest city council meetings, and I was wondering if you could enlighten us on why revisions are being considered and why it was brought up to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, a hot topic and has been for what, a decade plus now, vacation rentals. But yeah, obviously, Measure T got overturned and was found to be discriminatory by an appellate court, and then so the city council was tasked with putting together an ordinance, which they did. But there was some stuff in there that we knew to be troublesome, and it turned out to be just that. And the main thing was having this arbitrary 150-foot buffer, especially when what they did was they had preferred groups get their permits back that lost their permit in 2021 due to Measure T, and they had kept their property. So they got this preferred opportunity during a 60-day period, and many of those spent quite a bit of money to come up to snuff with the new code. As so forth, spent thousands of dollars in application fees and repairs to their homes, and then had inspections only to be turned away because their neighbor beat them to the punch, so to speak, by sometimes hours or days, and they were turned away. And so we had quite a few people at a Tuesday's meeting talking about that and how it was unfair, and that led up to some changes.
So, what are some of the key changes there then that they're hoping to amend with this ordinance? And if you could explain a little bit of that 150 feet rule.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, 150 feet. So that what that means is if they measure from the property line. So if you have somebody with an active permit within 150 feet of your property line, and this could be by inches or feet in some cases, then you would not be allowed a permit. And so it just ends up with winners and losers in this whole thing. And again, it's kind of arbitrary. It's never been proven to be successful with regards to nuisance and things. That's just proper enforcement and proper management. It's things we've talked about for years, but they're removing that buffer. There is talk of maybe maintaining something where like your direct neighbor could not have a VHR, but I think they'll be wiped out altogether and just focus on a cap. And so that also was one of the changes. Is now a total number of permits would be 1,200 in the city, and that's outside the tourist core area plan. And then there was a mild change to commercially zoned areas as well, that they're going to talk about those and treat those like the tourist core and count that completely separately, and a different set of rules for those areas.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. I understand that a little bit better. When will some of these changes be implemented and be able to change so people can receive those permits if that's what they're seeking?
Yeah, it's a good question. So they've got multiple readings of this thing before they finalize it. And so it looks like October 21st is going to be the next meeting. So just about 6 weeks out. That'll be an evening meeting. And that'll be the first reading. And assuming that gets approved with no radical changes, that'll move forward to November 4th. That'll be the second reading. And then we should look for implementation by December. So it'd be great to catch the next high season. And as much as people don't love vacation rentals, it really is more family orientated accommodations than you would find at some of our hotel options, especially the casino corridor. So hopefully this will be great for the entire community, and hopefully it'll help fund affordable housing and other things just simply with the occupancy tax that it generates.
Well, yeah, that does make sense. I understand it can kind of be a heated discussion. Do you know a little bit of quickly how residents might be responding to this, or are they able to participate and join the city council meeting in October if they have opinions?
Yeah, definitely. And then they should. There was one person that spoke out against vacation rentals, and probably because the appeal is still in effect from the Tahoe Neighborhoods Group. And so I think they're clinging to that hope as having some change and just avoiding discussions with the city altogether. But it's good, positive discussions. Everybody should be there and share their opinions. And I think residents, it's mixed. If you're still, in your working years, working class right now in this town, you recognize tourism drives the economic engine here. And, if you don't realize that and you're looking for peace and quiet, it's probably not necessarily the best place to be or to live. But yeah, plenty of folks hate it and plenty of folks love it. It's a very challenging thing. Like anything else, we need to have a balanced approach. And so we do need to have some limits and hopefully proper enforcement, and people are well behaved.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for that insight and information. I know it is such a heated topic here in the basin, and I'm interested to see how those changes, affect the neighborhoods, but hopefully in a positive way.
Absolutely. Well, thanks as always for having me, and I appreciate the discussion.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
That's Mark
Have a great
Compass.
day.